Good evening. This evening, I'm going to talk about the non-defining relative clauses, the definition, the difference between defining and not defining relative clause, and I will provide example of them. First of all, the definition of a non-defining relative clause is a clause that gives us extra or additional information about a person, place, thing, or animal. This information is not essential because the sentence still makes sense if we remove the clause. The non-defining relative clauses are always separated by commas and usually begin with the relative pronouns who, whom, whose, which, or where. We don't use that in a non-defining relative clause. So the difference between the defining and the non-defining relative clauses. In regard to the defining relative clauses, they give an essential information that identifies the noun. No commas are used. We can use who, which, that, whose, or where. Without the clause, the meaning of the changes becomes unclear. Example, the student who studies every day gets good grades. This tells us which student. And the non-defining relative clauses, this give us extra information only. They are always separated by commas. We use who, whom, whose, which, or where, but not that. If we remove the clause, the sentence will still have the same meaning. For example, my brother, who lives in Chicago, is an engineer. The sentence still makes sense. If we remove the clause, which it will be who lives in Chicago, we're gonna have my brother is an engineer. Still, the sentence makes sense, even removing the non-defining clause. I'm gonna provide another example. My teacher, who has 20 years of experience, explained everything clearly. Removing the clause. My teacher explained everything clearly. Example number 2. The Eiffel Tower, which is in Paris, attracts millions of tourists every year. Removing the clause, it will sound, the Eiffel Tower attracts millions of tourists every year. One more example. My car, which I bought last year, is very reliable. Removing the clause, it will be, my car is very reliable. In conclusion, the non-defining relative clauses provide additional information about a noun, but the information is not necessary to understand the main idea of the sentence. They are always set off by commas and do not use the relative pronoun that. Thank you and have a good evening.